Dhabi Grand Prix here that we are just about ready to start for ISRL Tier 1. I'm your host, Fallen Monkeys, joined by my co-com, ISRL Vito. How you doing, Vito? Oh, I'm sure it'll go great. Welcome to the commentators booth. Looks like most of the drivers are readying up. We're just about ready to start here. And I'm excited. I know in the real life Grand Prix, Abu Dhabi doesn't really bring much of an excitement, but I'm hoping that in the Codemasters game we get a very exciting race. Oh yeah, here's to hoping. I mean, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Looks like we're just about ready to load into qualifying. I think everybody is just connecting right now. So we'll see. I think Abu Dhabi, this might be the first evening race of the season here for Tier 1. I'd have to double check that. But this could bring a bit of a different element since we won't have the sun out on this one. So maybe the track could be a little bit cooler, could take a bit more time than normal for the drivers to adjust to the track temperatures. But we'll have to see as we're just loading up into qualifying. Oh, okay, there we go. It said lap 1 at 3 on my screen there, so I was a little worried that we had the settings messed up. But no, we are indeed in qualifying. Just waiting for the first drivers to get out on track. We have a pretty full grid, 19 drivers here today, which is very nice. A lot nicer compared to last week when we didn't nearly have as much. So what are you expecting to see in this race? Oh, I really hope so too. I actually didn't quite get to see the Tier 2 race myself. I did see that there were some drivers who were not happy with the way the race started, so there might have been a bit of a big accident. I'm hoping that Tier 1, the drivers can be a little more calm, a little more composed, maybe not, hopefully not create a big accident here in the race, but so we're just following along. This is a very long back straight here, so that could be a very good spot for overtaking. Here as I'm riding on board with Chris Can. I believe he was the first driver out on the outlap, so we'll see what kind of time he can put up here at Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah. Yeah, look at that. I didn't notice that, but we have a Biku, Pubed, and it looks like Cotton Eye Joe, and even a Stunik as well, all out on the hard tires. I think maybe they're gonna get used to the tire. Maybe want to use it for strategy of some sort. Yeah, so we have Chris Can coming around. Looks like he's starting his flying lap now as he comes around the first few turns. Now, this chicane that he's coming up to, I think it's a very dangerous chicane because it's really easy to just take too much speed into it, and then you overshoot, and you've kind of ruined your whole lap. Looks like he took it very well there. Oh yeah, that's definitely true. We've definitely seen lots of corner cuttings in the whole first season so far. Seems to be a bit of a theme. I know the drivers do like to push the track limits as much as they can, but you know, sometimes when you push the track limits, you're going to get burnt, and especially in qualifying. I mean, it's still early now, but you don't want to ruin your qualifying lap just from corner cutting and not really start as high up as you'd like to. Oh yeah, and I know like when I do qualifying, that's always the strategy I like to run to. I'll go on a harder tire, run a lap, 2 laps, just to do a banker lap, as Chris Kansas a 1:37.0, which is immediately beaten by Jediant, and even Bliss Racing now sets a 1:34.7 in that Williams car, so he's sitting on provisional pole as a lot of drivers are finishing up their first laps of qualifying. Oh yeah, definitely showing a good first impression, sitting on pole in this Tier 1 race. But not one of our usual drivers, so hopefully he has the race pace to keep up with that as well. Like I said, I didn't get to see him in Tier 2, but he did very well. That's good. That's good. We might see a battle later on if Bliss Racing continues to perform in the way that I'm hearing about here on stream. And I have noticed that. Oh, sorry about that. Go on ahead. Okay. Well, I was just saying. I noticed out of all these 19 drivers, one driver is missing that we normally would see here on track. It's our championship leader, Sweet Crown 19. So unless he's blending in, I have not noticed him on the list at all. So it looks like Sweet Crown 19 will not be racing, at least so far from what I can tell. Got lots of drivers who have set their laps, 12 drivers so far. And Bliss Racing is still sitting on provisional pole. We'll see what German goes very wide there, so invalidates his lap. Still getting used to the track, it looks like, on those soft tires. Oh yeah, so he does have that very big lead. Oh no, Kernman not having a good qualifying so far. Hopefully he can get back out there and get a bit of a better lap. But yeah, Sweet Crown 19 has a very commanding lead. I believe it was a 50-point lead on second position in that Drivers' Championship, as we'll ride on board with Fly By Night going around his flying lap. But at the same time, Sweet Crown, he's not here today, so that's a lot of points that he could be potentially giving up. So at the end of this race, depending on how the cards fall, this championship could be a lot closer than what it is going into it. Oh yeah, this thing. Still a lot of races. We're only halfway through this championship. But I'm sure Jamie 1, seeing or hearing that Sweet Crown is not currently in the lobby, he's probably a little happy and gonna want to come out and have a very good showing himself to close up that gap. Maybe cut that lead in half against Sweet Crown as he's battling. So it looks like Fly By Night crosses the line in 8th position. He sets a 1:36.5, so Bliss Racing still on pole as he's going out for an outlap of his own. Now I'll jump on board with Mushroom as it looks like he's going around a flying lap. He sets a purple first sector, very good for him, but he looks like he's coming up to some traffic. So hopefully that traffic moves out of the way, not to interfere with that flying lap there. Yeah, but looks like he got through fine. And I can see it looks like the Williams just a little bit up ahead. We'll do the onboard. It looks like they're giving each other a tow. So that's German and Bliss Racing Not too sure if they're in a party working as a team or if it just so happened that they came out at a decent time, but good on the two Williams, dragging each other around the around. Oh, his mushroom loses the back end a little bit in that turn. It is a very dangerous turn, like a lot of these are with the curbs. This one coming up especially, at least for me, it's one that I always mess up. It's a blind. Yep, that looks exactly like me when I take that turn. Oh yeah, so he won't be happy with that lap, but we'll see. Is he going to come into the pits or is he going to finish it? No, he's coming into the pits. So still has yet to set a lap. I think he's looking for that perfect lap. There's still 9 minutes to go in qualifying, so loads of time to get that done. Oh yeah, at least that's what, I'm sure that's what Jamie 1 is hoping for. I mean, he's put himself in a good position so far to do that, as he's currently sitting in second position in qualifying. We'll see if George can steal a provisional pole away from Bliss Racing as he's coming around the last few corners of his lap. Now, it looks like I'm noticing more and more drivers on those soft tires now, so I think we're starting to see the true pace of what these drivers can give in the next few laps. And George comes through 137.8, still good enough for 10th position, but then gets immediately bumped down to 11th, as I didn't quite get to see who set the time. Might have been Pugh, but he's on the medium tires. It looks like it. He puts himself into 8th position on those medium tires, and Bliss Racing just went faster, extending that gap for pole position, and Gerdman actually takes second there. So it's a Williams 1-2 front row lockout so far with about 7 minutes to go in qualifying. I did not see that coming. Yeah, so I guess the Williams very strong at Abu Dhabi. Must have brought out lots of upgrades over the week. But we'll see if they can they can make that stick in the race. But Pretzel's actually, speaking of provisional pole, he takes that first position away from Bliss Racing. Sets a 134.1. We'll show you Pretzels here in that Haas car. He's a very fast driver, from what I've noticed. He's always up there competing with the leaders. Very consistent from what I've noticed as well, for the most part. And I'm expecting a very good race from Pretzels. Ooh, Josh too. I believe so, but it looks like he jumped into the Ferrari car, at least for this race. So we'll see. Most of every driver has set a lap now, except for Mushroom and Damsey, who have yet to set a time. Let's see, is that Fly By Night as he's coming around the last corner. I believe he is now starting his flying lap. Yeah, must have been slower than what he was hoping for. So just abandon the lap. Still 5 minutes to go, so enough time to come into the pits, get a fresh set of tires on, and do one more push lap before the end of qualifying. Yep, currently in P8 as he's coming around. I noticed we've got the two Ferraris that look like they're just about coming around, but they both get into the pits as well. So Mushroom, a little worrying for him. He has not set a time yet here in qualifying, so he's gonna have to hurry. Plus, there's the double stack at Ferrari to get all the drivers into the garage. So that'll. Oh no, that's a Mercedes there. Oh no, but there's the Ferrari behind there, so losing a lot of time. Mushroom is looking to get that fresh set of tires on and get back out there, hopefully before the end of qualifying. Yeah, this fly-by-night, he crosses the line. He was a second and a little bit faster up on his time. He's currently now sitting in 6th position, so that's a 1:35.3. Getting near the end of qualifying, we still have Pretzels in the on provisional pole. Too many cars out, but it looks like some are starting to get out and to run their last little flying lap. Well, that's good. Chris Ken coming around, currently sitting in 13th, so he's got lots of time to find at the moment. I'll jump on board with Chris Ken actually as he's coming around this very long back straight. Probably going to see some overtakes here, especially early on in the race. It's a DRS zone as well. Yeah, then even if you can't make the pass on that first long straight, you've got the second back one here as well, especially if you can get the grip going through that first chicane. 3/10 up, that's good. He'll be very happy with improving his lap. Hopefully he can find some more time going around this last sector. Takes that corner very nicely. That was that corner I was mentioning earlier. It throws at least myself, and we've seen it throw at least one other driver off today. And I'm sure just a little over 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying. Looks like, yep, good enough for 13th. Jumps to Biku. So now he's sitting in provisional 13th position. So we'll see if he's going to push for one more lap or if he's going to decide to come in. Now it looks like we've got the top 5 going out on their out laps now, so they're going to try to beat their time, setting one last one. Looks like I'll jump on board with UK Coxey for now. Looks like George JT is actually out of the session. He's finishing up in 15th position. I'm not too sure if he crashed or if he just decided he wanted to retire. I did not quite get to see. Yeah, I think unfortunately he did go off. From what I could see, is the little Red Bull right at that first chicane, right at the end of Sector 1. It looked like that's another very dangerous, because you underestimate how much speed you take going through that first sector. Then you'll completely overshoot that braking zone. I know I've done it on multiple occasions, and I wouldn't put it past other drivers to do it as well, especially in the heat of the moment. We'll see. It's UK Coxey. He's coming around the last few turns. We'll see what kind of time he can put up on his flying lap. And he jumps up to 7th position. He sets a 1:35.2. So good lap by UK Coxey. Now he's sitting in that top 10. And very well set up. As they're coming down to the last few seconds. See, hopefully it looks like ISRL Pretzels will be able to cross that line with a few seconds to spare. So now we have it, a top 7, I believe, shootout, as some drivers are now retiring, maybe knowing they can't beat their laps. Perfect. So actually right on board with him. There he goes, comes along. He's gonna round the last 2 corners. We'll see if he can take a seat on pole position as he crosses the line, and that's good enough for second. So now we have a Haas 1-2 as the top 7 are coming around, finishing their flyers. Yeah, but it looks like Pube already finished his lap. It looks like, oh yeah, no, Invalidated going very slow there as well. We'll see what Bliss Racing can do as he crosses the line and he takes second position. So it will not be a 1-2 as Pretzel's actually he crashes out. Gernman crosses the line, good enough for 6th now as Izat Kush crosses the line and he takes 5th position. So just waiting on a few more drivers now. Looks like Pubed and UK Coxey are the last 2 drivers we're waiting on. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much the order for qualifying. We have Pretzels who took pole position with Bliss Racing in second. Jamie won in that second Haas. Rounds out the top 3. No, look at that. No, he did not set a lap. The only driver to not set a lap in qualifying. So he's actually going to be starting from the back of the grid. But for all I know, that could be part of his strategy to come back and win. He does get a free choice of tire selection since he is in that last position. But here we have it. After qualifying, Pretzels in first, like I mentioned, he takes pole position. Bliss Racing in second, Jamie won in third. The Alfa Romeo of Pube takes 4th, and Izat Kush rounds up the top 5. Oh yeah, it's a very, very close in the top 3, and even 1 second separates the top 8 there. So I think it'll be a very exciting race. Now I'm not too sure if we're taking that little break that the drivers like to do. I know we've taken it before. We'll find out, I guess, as we're loading in, or going to be awaiting to load in. Yep. Oh, it looks like we had a driver that actually hit the continue. So doesn't look like we're gonna have much of a break between the races. Bliss Racing is a new driver, so maybe he was not aware of this. So unfortunately, not much of a break for these tier 1 drivers. Normally, you take a break, you can get up, grab some water, grab some food, get psyched for the race, whatever it has it, but it does not look like we're going to have it this time around, as we're lined up and ready to start the formation lap. Oh yeah, here's to hoping for drivers who can hear this who are not at their screens. You might want to hurry up. The formation lap is starting. See at least one car parked on that start-finish straight. Yep, so hopefully he's not just away from the keyboard, because that could be a poor start to his race if he's not ready to go by the time those 5 lights come out. Now I noticed lots of most of the drivers starting on those soft tires. At least the top 11 are. Then we have a few mediums. Biku actually running on hards, it looks like. So what kind of strategies do you think we can see in this race? Do you think it's going to be a 1-stop for everyone, or do you think we'll see some 2-stops? Oh, we do have the 20th driver that showed up. Looks like it's MMI Kieran, who has just joined, and he will be starting right behind Mushroom in that 20th position. See, that is a... Oh yeah, you never know. A lot of these drivers, they are very good at the tire wears, so maybe some of them will be able to make the one-stop work, going soft mediums or soft hards if that's the route they want to go for. We'll find out. The other variable as well is the safety car. I know we had a recent update that supposedly fixed some of the issues with that, but the last few races we've seen a lot of safety cars, so that could play an effect in the strategy as well. So it looks like the drivers are about ready to line up on the grid again, and we're just about ready to get started. I'm excited. Oh, he fell asleep. Oh no, a bit of a costly mistake by Sweet Crown, falling asleep before the race. But that's all right. The race continues onwards. We are waiting for the lights to light up here. There we go. 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4, the 5 lights. 5 lights waiting. Wait, and we're off. It looks like. Oh, Josh too gets a drive-through penalty for a jump start as Pretzels takes a big lead out of the initial. Oh no, and a calamity in the first. That's a Toro Rosso, I see. That's a perpendicular. Looks like there was a Ferrari that made some contact with a Haas there. Holy moly! Just turned. Caught a bit of that, and that's Kieran out. Kieran is immediately out of this race. Yep, a virtual safety car after all of that, so we get a chance to breathe, but wow, what an incident that was. Turn 1, Abu Dhabi. And we're, just like that, we're down to 19 racers. Oh yeah, Jamie 1, he's fallen down the order. He's not going to be too happy about that. Does he have damage? Was he part of that incident? Yes, he does have front wing damage. So he most likely will have to pit on this first lap. Very, very heartbreaking for Jamie 1, given his battle in the championship, currently sitting out of the points early in this race. But I do see it looks like ISRL Knight is putting pressure on Gernman. Where have we seen this before? Almost about half the race we had last week at Suzuka. But we'll see. I guess it's part 2, the revenge. I will jump over. I see Jadiant. He's looking to make a push on Pube, but it looks like a UK Coxie went wide there. So lots of action going on for that 5th position. Yep, UK Coxie jumps into the pits. He must have been caught up with Josh 2 and Jamie 1 in that accident there. So they're almost going side by side. See, there looks like side by side in that hairpin. It looks like Jadiant and Mushroom. But it looks like Mushroom is able to hold on to that position. I can see Carter fighting a little bit behind there as well. What was that? Must have been he must have been a very a benefactor of that accident that happened early on. Yeah, I didn't even notice they went from P19 all the way up into P6 now. But Jadiant is making pressure on ISRL Mushroom. He wants to take that 7th position. Looks like Pretzels is starting to run away at least a little bit. It's created a gap, 1.5 seconds now. So he might be able to kind of tune into his own race and start running time trials. Oh yeah, so Bliss Racing might have to start pushing a little bit. I'll give you, everybody watching at home, I'll give you the telemetry if I can ever get it on. There we go. We're riding on board with Damsey. It looks like we've got a big battle for 7th position now, or 6th position. Bit of a train behind ISRL Mushroom. Separated by just a few tenths. Looks like Jediant is actually about to make a move. Damsey and Jediant side by side. They touch a little bit. Oh no, and that's Damsey that went a little bit wide in the Renault car. That Carter was sniffing around. Looks like he's actually able to make that move stick as they're side by side. They're coming around the straight. Holy moly, let's see. Will Carter make this move stick? Looks like he can. But, oh no, Damsey doesn't quit. Damsey has the DRS, and it looks like we have a 3-way fight between Chris Can, Carter, and Damsey as they're coming around. And just as I say that, the Racing Point and the Ferrari side by side, 3 wide now as they're coming around the second back straight. Mushroom loses out, and now it's a bit of a 2-way battle. Jediant now loses out. Damsey looks like he can make the move stick. What exciting battling we have here at Abu Dhabi. This is more exciting just in this one lap than it is than the last Grand Prix was. Oh no, is that Mushroom that's about to spin out? No, it doesn't look like it, but gives away the position to Jediant. So Mushroom falls down into 8th position now. But he's not going to give up, but neither is Chris Can. So looks like we can take a bit of a breather. Oh, but I just noticed Mushroom lost the back end. We'll give an onboard a little bit on Chris Can as he's chasing down Mushroom as they're coming around the last few turns here. What a crazy half a lap we saw there. Oh, Mushroom loses a little bit. Oh no, and that's Chris Can who runs into the wall. Maybe a bit of avoiding action for Mushroom. What happened to him? Looks like he lost it a little bit, lost the grip. Hard break for Chris Can. But yeah, Chris Can falls down to 11th. Mushroom falls down to 14th. Yellow flag at the moment, and that's Mushroom going very, very slowly in this first sector. So I wonder what happened to Mushroom. He's sliding around all over the place. Oh no, upside down. Hopefully he can join safely. Don't want to create an accident. Oh, there we go. But hard break for Mushroom as he just a span of half a sector just completely loses it there. And Chris Can as well, he took some damage hitting the wall, so he's down to 13th. And it looks like he might just continue to fall down the order. Oh yeah, did you get to see what happened there? Because to me it looked like Mushroom just lost it, and Chris Can, trying to avoid the car that was about to come around and hit him, just overcompensated a little bit and ran into the wall himself. Yeah, must have been, but heartbreak for them. So I'm just trying to find the high probable overtakes here. We're right on board with Jamie 1. Jamie 1 extremely fast. He's looking to make his way up the rankings back into the points, but he's first needs to take over UK Coxey. Looks like Pube actually just oh, what was that there? Oh no, that's Carter sideways on the track. Looks like he lost it in turn 1, going very slowly now as he's trying to get back on track, not destroy his wing, not run into anybody else. But heartbreak for ISRL Carter early on in this race. So it looks like Oh yeah. And I noticed Mushroom is now he DNF'd. He's out of the out of the race. Uh-oh, Chris Can 85 has disconnected. So hopefully that's not an AI. I'm watching a battle here between Itzakush, Ibiku, and it looked like a Stunik as well. Went side by side in that chicane, but it looks like it's very, very close. Itzakush falling down the order a little bit. I believe he was battling with his teammate early on, but Ibiku does make a move stick. We'll see if Itzakush can fight back. Oh yeah, and they're side by side now as they're going around the last few corners. It looks like, yeah, side by side. A bit of contact there, it looks like, but Itzakush slots in behind Ibiku for now, at least. But we'll see if he's looking to make this move. He kicks out to the outside. He's thinking about it. He's going the long way around, and he actually makes it stick on Ibiku. What a move by Itzakush. Really taking a long way around that first corner, but he had the traction, made it work for him. And that's a Stunik that's out now. What happened to a Stunik? He was just parked up there. Give an onboard. Hopefully he doesn't disappear. A virtual safety car now out, so slows down the race a little bit. But what happened? Did Stunik just lose it there into the wall, it looks like? Wow, absolute heartbreak for a Stunik. Just like that, 3 DNFs now so far in this race. Very early on, only 6 laps in. But it gives everybody a... Oh, more than half of the grid retired. Guess that's a bit of a theme here at Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, and we're actually... Yep, looks like we're back up to racing. Give the onboard the Damsey for now. Looks like that's a very... He's putting the pressure on Giant in that Racing Point car. We'll see if he can actually make a move stick. I noticed, well, not too much anymore, but during that virtual safety car, Pretzels and the gap was closed, but it looks like Bliss Racing and the top 3 have jumped into the pits now. Who is that? Bliss Racing served a penalty in the pits? Oh no, I wonder what that's for. It looks like Damsey going side by side. He's going to try the long way around. Doesn't work. Switchback move a little bit. They're just about side by side as they're coming around the hairpin. Damsey thinking about... will get DRS. Looks like Bliss Racing as well. He's putting the pressure on. Very small gap. And Damsey does make the move. Love this camera angle. But there we go. Will he make this move stick? It looks like he can. So going around the second back straight. But no, Giant, he's thinking about it. As they go side by side now, coming into this third sector. And Giant takes the position back from Damsey. So they're going to duke it out for another lap. Looks like Gerben and Pugh passed UK Coxey there. Looks like Pugh now putting the pressure on Gerdman, getting very close. It's their side by side now as they're coming down into the little side by side 4-way cube there. Cube slams on the brakes. Looks like he lets Gerdman go through. Oh no, and that's Jamie 1 who's gone wide in that corner. Looks like there's a bit of contact between him and UK Coxey into that chicane. We'll see. More drivers are getting into the pits now, so the order's a little shaken up. Hemsey now leading the race on those medium tires with Cotton Eye Joe in second. I'm going to jump with Bliss Racing as it looks like he's putting the pressure on Ibiku now. We'll see if he can make a move stick. Very close, sniffing around the inside. What will he do going into the hairpin? Goes around. Oh, he actually pushes the inside. They're going to go side by side down this back straight. I think Bliss Racing gets the DRS. Yes, he does. Pops it open. That's a relatively easy move down that first straight. But we'll see if Biku is going to push back. He's thinking about it. No, he slots in behind for now, but I think he's going to look to make that move down that second straight if he can. They're racing down, but no, it looks like Bliss Racing is able to create at least a bit of a gap to El Bicus. Sorry, I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you. What'd you say? Oh yeah, so I'll jump on board with Jedian actually. It looks like he's right along the back of Gernman. Chris Can, I think he might be having internet issues, Chris Can is, so that's heartbreak for him. We'll see, we've got lots of... Yeah, must be a bad internet day for him. It's very, very upsetting. Very too bad for Chris Can. He's looking like he was going to have a solid race today in Tier 1, but these internet connection issues are causing a bit of a struggle for him so far this race. But he is able to overtake... Oh, well, Maduk is in the pits, so explains that overtake there. Now, let's see. It looks like Pretzels is actually putting lots of pressure on Damsey, so I'll actually jump on board to this battle, inevitable battle. As Pretzels, he has the much fresher tires. Looks like he is able to make that move stick. Probably much better traction, and he retakes over the lead from Damsey. And yeah, look at that. He's already starting to make a bit of a gap. Jedian actually now is very, very close to Gernman. He thought about making a move, but he's going to think better of it, at least for now. Not too many overtaking spots here in that third section, I don't think, unless another driver makes a mistake. Oh yeah, Blitz Racing actually looks like he just got past Cotton Eye Joe there. Jump on board. Bliss Racing very, very fast. He's on that fresher tire, so looks like he was able to make that move stick. Now we'll see, will Jedian be able to make that move on Gerdman? As they're coming around, they're less than a second apart. Bliss Racing passes Damsey now. Not too much of a battle. Oh no, Damsey actually takes that position back, so we'll actually ride on board as they go side by side. Who's going to take it going into this into the chicane? It looks like Bliss Racing has taken that provisional lead. We'll see. Will Damsey put up a fight on that older set of medium tires as they come around? Doesn't look like. It looks like Bliss Racing is able to make that move stick. Jedian actually makes the move with Gerdman while we jumped over to that battle. Oh yeah, that gap is up to 3.5 now. So Pretzels, he's starting to race his own race. I think you can start doing time trial laps. Jamie 1 makes a move stick on UK Coxey. So Jamie 1 is looking to make his way back up the ladder. He's on relatively old medium tires. They're 8 laps old now, so he might start feeling the wear after a little bit. Oh, I see. That must have been early on then, because I don't recall seeing a collision. Looks like there's a bit of a battle going on for 11th now. What I can see, we've got 3 cars close together. But actually, I'll quickly. Oh no, that's Pube that actually went wide going into that chicane. That first chicane, very dangerous. Cannot stress that enough. He was thinking about making a move, but that's not a good spot to make a move. I don't think. You're better off just staying patient and waiting for this long back straight to get that move done. Or else you're playing catch up, just like what we saw right at the end of what happened to Pube there. But he closes up the gap very nicely, very quickly, so he might be thinking of making a move down this second straight on El Biku, looking to take that fourth position. And there he goes, he makes the move. Looks like they're side by side now. He does make the move. Can he make it stick as they come around the chicane? Looks like he can. El Biku on 10-lap-old hard tires, so not really much of a chance on that battle against the much fresher, faster tire of Pube. And even now, that's Giant who's now looking to make that move on El Biku as well. So those hard tires not really working out now for El Biku all that much, because he's getting pressured. Not now. He got pressure from 1, 2, and it looked like he even lost it a little bit. Giant goes side by side. Looks like he is able to make that move stick. Gernman thinking to make it as well. And El Biku goes into the pits there, but that's UK Coxey out of the session. Oh, look at that. Oh, no. He ran right into the wall. So that's a full safety car that's brought out now. Yeah, El Biku, right as he gets into the pits, he can put on those soft tires, looks like. But the safety car just came out, so he got a very short pit stop, he did. But that's UK... Oh yeah, to help for Chris Carter as well. He jumped into the pits. Get those medium tires that he's probably going to take till the end of the race. But that brings the question: if you're now, if I'm Jamie 1 on those 10-lap-old tires, depending on what I have available, I might just want to come in, because everybody else are on. Cause after Jamie 1, everybody else has 5-lap-old tires at the most. And you get that quicker pit stop as well. But we'll see what he decides he wants to do as he's coming around in that safety car. But a bit of a breather now we can take again. Pretzel's in the lead, Bliss Racing in second, and Pube rounds out the top 3 so far. So hopefully the safety... Yeah, we'll have to see what they decide to do. I mean, now would be a good time to do it, since you do have that shortened pit stop, but it all depends on the strategy and what tires you have available. Lots of drivers going into the pits, Giant, Girdman, and ISRL Knight, all 3 of them deciding they want to pit. Josh 2 as well. And yeah, Jamie 1 goes into the pits. He's going to get off those older tires. Yeah, medium to the end. I'm seeing hard till the end. And lots of drivers have gone into the pits to take advantage of that quick pit stop. I mean, it is a full safety car, so it'll go around for at least a few more laps. It's not like it's the virtual safety car that kind of goes away sometimes at very inopportune times. Oh yeah, I mean, like, the safety car will bring the grid up all nice and close. And it looks like the top 3 actually haven't pit. They're gonna like ride it out on their slightly older tires. No, they are going to have to make another pit stop, I feel. because we're just about reaching halfway through this Grand Prix. Oh no. Jamie 1 takes a 3-second time penalty there, under the safety car no less. So that definitely does not help his chances. He's currently sitting in 13th, but he needs to get a move on. Oh yeah, but especially... Oh yeah, you do have to be careful, but you can also... Like, the safety car won't just, like, go away mid-lap either. So you can afford to kind of give room for the better part of the lap, and then, you know, you only really need to close up once you start seeing that safety car coming in this lap. You don't want to fall too far behind, but you also don't want to get too close to create an extra pit stop just because you ran into the car in front of you there. But here we are, about halfway done this Grand Prix. Wish there was more to say, but under the safety car it's a little lull. Got Pretzels leading the way, Bliss Racing second. Oh yeah, and that is something I hadn't really thought of, just in the sense that under the safety car, you're not really wearing your tires as much. Although I am seeing lots of drivers taking penalties under the safety car. But I'm just excited for the safety car to come in. So pretty much have the group together. Safety car is coming in this lap, so we're about to see the restart. Yep, so we'll see. The cars are starting to bunch up a little bit. Here we go. And here we are, off the restart. There go all the drivers. And here we are, starting anew. Grid all bunched up together. Lap 15. Second half of this race about to start. Looked like Pube went a little bit wide there. Damsey's thinking about it. Damsey on the faster tire. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Oh yeah, lots of drivers very, very close now. We've got the gaps, which is nice. Those softer tires will warm up much quicker, so the softer tires I think would give a bit of an advantage. We're about to see. Not really playing much of an effect for Damsey, but he does get very close, so he's going to think about it again going down that second straight. Lots of ERS to use, so we'll see if he can put it to good use as he tries to get past Pubed. I do want to quickly jump to this battle as they're nearly side by side. I see Jamie 1, it looks like he's getting a move on. He passes Josh 2. But Jediant and ISRL Knight having a bit of a battle as well. Yeah, so hopefully he's got that sorted out on his end. Damsey's still thinking about it. Jediant all nice and close as well. Less than just over 2/10 now away from Fly-By-Night. We'll see if he can make this move going into the first sector. And I see Pretzels is starting to make a gap between Bliss Racing, duking it out with Pubed and Damsey. Biku's very close to Cotton Eye Joe as well. Looks like there's a Ferrari. Josh 2 close to Jamie 1. Nope, no DRS, but we'll see if drivers can make anything happen on this back straight. We'll see a big train of cars as they're coming along. I'll take a look at Jamie 1 as he's getting right up close to Carter. We'll give the onboard. Can he make this move stick? Goes to the right-hand side. He's going to be forced to take this turn on the outside. Looks like they're side-by-side still. Terrible camera angles all around. But no, Carter keeps that position. Oh yeah, and it looked like El Biku thought about passing Cotton Eye Joe for a second there, but he won't actually make it stick. So Cotton Eye Joe still keeps that 6th position, but El Biku's right behind him. And Damsdale Pube went wide actually there. It's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Is that Maduk that's going slowly? Believe. But yeah, Damsey is looking to make a move on Pube. El Biku as well, very close. Gernman close as well. Big battle for 6th position between Gernman, El Biku, and Cotton Eye Joe. Yep. Oh no, that's Chris Can actually. He retires, gets into the pits and retires. So I guess he was not able to sort out those internet issues. Jedian very, very close to ISRL Knight. He goes wide. Looks like what's going on there? Is that Josh 2 going slowly? We'll see. Who's that parked up? That might be one of the Renaults. Maybe that's Chris Can? Yeah, so I thought he got into the pits to retire. Maybe they just did the tire change and then retired after that. I'll jump back on board with this battle. Looks like a very big battle between Cotton Eye Joe all the way down to Jediant, Carter. Got a very big battle just for that 6th position. It looks like 2 times 3. Blitz racing into the pits. He's getting off those medium tires. 11 laps old. Pretzels continues onwards. Oh yeah, and it looks like El Biku and Gernman side by side. Gernman makes that move stick in that chicane. Very, very impressive by Gernman to actually get that move to work. Wow. So now he can go down that back straight in a 6th position. He gets the DRS as well, but so did El Biku, so not much of a battle. Oh yeah, but I do see there's a big battle, 3-way battle going on for 2nd place as well. Pube making a push on Damsey. They're side by side. Well, Pube looks like he makes the move stick, but Damsey's still there. Will he be able to push back and take that 2nd position back? He is on those the faster tire, but it could be that Damsey's tires are starting to go off on him a little bit. Don't know, side by side, sniffs the nose in a little bit. Very good racing by both drivers, it looks like. And It's a Kush just buying his time as well. But this is a very exciting battle for 2nd position, but it's also letting ISRL Pretzels just run away with it a little bit. 32nd time penalty taken by Damsey now. Yeah, Biku went in. Pretzels now goes into the pits, so he gets on the medium tires, it looks like, so that gives Pube the provisional first position. Yep, so Bliss Racing is ahead, and it looks like he's very close to George AT there. Looks like he actually makes that move stick on George AT. So now Bliss Racing sitting in 11th, right behind, or right in front of, I should say, ISRL Pretzels, who's in 12th. One thing I'm happy... Yep, I'm not sure, but it looks like Damsey actually just passed Pube now to take first place. Pube isn't giving up. He's on that older tire, on the mediums, but he's not going to give up the first place just like that. Push. I'll jump to Josh too as he's trying to pass Carter. Very close. It's a nice little train of cars. Just lots of car trains in general. Looks like they're all stuck behind ISRL Knight, who's on those. He's on the slower hard tires, but I think his strategy is to go to the end of the race on those hard tires and just hold track position. Biz Racing sets a provisional fastest lap as well, so he's flying out there on the track. So I'm looking to see, oh, it looks like Pube and Damsey going side by side down this straight. Pube takes the lead. Will Damsey try the switchback? Can Damsey get the exit? Let's take a look. Looks like they go side by side. He gets forced out a little bit, but he's going to keep trying to go the other side. But now we have It's a Kush in this battle as well. Side by side again going into the second chicane. Damsey goes the long way around. Oh no, and that's the Toro Rosso that was off there. Slows everybody down. Was that It's a Kush? Yeah, I'm not too sure. I didn't quite get to see. I was too busy looking at the race between Pube and Damsey, but that's very heartbreak for It's a Kush on those older tires as well. But yeah, but that actually moved Cotton Eye Joe into that last podium position as well. Few drivers going into the pits now. Pube actually got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that's very unfortunate for him. As he goes on to the soft tires on his last stint of the race. ISRL Knight on those hard tires, but he actually jumps into the pits himself. So, not too sure what happened there. I thought he was taking those hard tires to the end, but maybe he wasn't feeling it. Damsey retires from the session, and a virtual safety car is out now. What happened to Damsey? Looks like... I don't know. Oh, yeah, it looks like he did crash in the pit lane right on the way out. Oh, he crashed on the exit of turn 1? I couldn't tell. But, holy moly, a bit of a short virtual safety car, though. We're back to racing now, so thankfully it hasn't taken too long. Right on board with Gerdman, at least for the moment. He's looking to make a push on It's a Kush, who's still on those old medium tires. Thought for sure after that incident he would have gone in pit for a better, fresher set of tires, but no, he's still out there. And now being pressured by Gerdman. Oh, and that's was that? Oh no! What happened there? Was that ISRL Gerdman knocked sideways? Looked like there was contact with his teammate of all people. Very upsetting for Gerdman now as he falls down into 8th position. Oh, okay. So he's a bit of a bit of his own undoing then if he went wide. There were the two Williams there very close together. I couldn't tell which one of the two went wide, but if that was him, he kind of did his own undoing. Pretzel actually putting the pressure on Blizz Racing. We'll see. Looks like we have I see we have a three-way battle going on down this back straight. Looks like Blizz Racing, Carter, Pretzels. Blizz Racing passes Carter, so he's able to put a car between him and Pretzels. Seems to be the primary battle. Jamie 1 just passed Jediant actually for the lead. So look at that. Jamie 1 is in the lead, but Jediant isn't giving up in that Racing Point car. So we'll see, but it looks like Jamie 1 has a bit more pace. Speaking of, I'm jumping right back to this because Pretzels is right on the sniff in the back of ISRL Carter. Carter on much older tires, so we'll see if Pretzels can make the move stick, because he's looking to make his way back up to the top of the leaderboards or top of the standings. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do see the two of them, Pretzels and Blizz Racing, competing against one another in the closing laps of this lap. Pretzels was able to make the move on Carter, so he's up into 5th position, looking to chase down Blizz Racing, who he himself is looking to chase down It's a Kush for that last podium position. Oh, okay. So now we have Pube sitting with the fastest lap. He's on, yeah, like you mentioned, he's on those soft tires. So I think that was maybe a strategy for some of the drivers, see if they can get that last point with the fastest lap. Biz Racing jumped up into 3rd position, but Pretzel's looking to make that move on It's a Kush. Can he make it stick? They're going side by side. It's a Kush hits the brakes a little early and gives Pretzels that position. So Pretzel's now in 4th. It looks like we might have a battle between Biz Racing and ISRL Pretzels, hopefully, before the end of this race for the last podium position. Pube, he's flying around the track. He's looking to catch up to the other Williams of ISRL Gerdman. Right up behind him into this 3rd sector. Oh yeah, so Gerdman's tires are not doing great. As we can see, it looks like Pube makes that move relatively easily on that fresher tires. So we're starting the last 4 laps of this race, or at least he is, and he's up into 7th position on those soft tires. Oh yeah, Pube is he's very fast, flying down the track. It looks like Biz Racing and Pretzels are actually catching up with Jediant. I'll jump to that battle. Jediant on 11-lap-old mediums, so his tires. Biz Racing actually throws it down the inside, it looks like. He makes the move stick long before the hairpin there. So now Biz Racing up into 2nd position. He's going to try to chase down Jamie 1. Only a 2.4 second gap, so we might be down for a very exciting finish. Pretzels as well, looking to make that move on Jediant. He thinks about it, but thinks wiser of it. But he's gonna have to get a move on if he wants a piece of that apple pie right at the end of the race. All right, yeah, keep an eye on them to see, because penalties could come into play at the end of this race. I'm seeing Pretzel's very, very close to behind Jedi. We'll give you the onboard as he looks to make this move down the start-finish straight. Outbreaks him, it looks like, and he does make the move stick. Jedi is going to push back, though, at least a little bit. But it looks like Pretzels just has too much pace on Jedi with those fresher tires. So it looks like he slots into that third position. Biz Racing closing the gap on Jamie 1. Will he be able to make that second and a half before the end of this race? We'll find out. We're down to the last 3 laps now. Give the onboard. You can see Jamie 1 in his sights down the distance. We might be in for an exciting finish here, ladies and gentlemen, for the win of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Oh, Biz Racing does not have a penalty? Okay. All right. What about Jamie 1? What's Jamie 1 looking like in penalties? Oh, okay, so Jamie one's going to have to push. I'm noticing Pube and Carter had a battle. Carter went a little bit wide. Pube went down the inside and had a relatively easy move on Carter there, as Pube is making his way up the rankings with a little over 2 laps to go now. Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry to cut you off there, but I just watched Elbiku on the stream run into the wall, and that it looked like he actually hit Fly-By-Night. I hope Fly-By-Night didn't take damage there. A poor casualty of the incident in that third sector, and that's Elbiku's race done just like that. So he just went a little too wide and just hit the wall. Okay, so luckily ISRL Knight doesn't have any damage, so he can keep on racing. He's going to try to catch Josh too. I don't think he's going to be able to. He still has to make up about 4.5 seconds in a lap and a half. I don't really see that happening, but we've seen surprises before. Oh yeah, so he's got to play the timing, but I think like Biz Racing, he's probably going to want to take that position on track. Jamie 1 goes way wide through that last turn, so that's going to lose a lot of time on Biz Racing. Yeah, I noticed that Pretzels took one sometime last lap or 2 laps ago, so that's a bit of a heartbreak for him since he might fall in penalties. But I think the big battle now, at least on track, is going to be between Biz Racing and Jamie 1. Because Biz Racing less than 0.4 of a second behind. He's going to think about going down the inside, thinks better of it going into this first chicane, but he's going to have DRS down this second back straight. So give the onboard actually. Oh no, and just as I give the onboard, he puts a bit too much on the gas. And that might be, oh, and he just runs into the wall. And that's Biz Racing's race done just like that. From a second position all the way down to out of the points. He was set up for the win almost with the penalties. And that's it, just like that. With 2 laps to go, Biz Racing, heartbreak. Wow. Wow. I would be absolutely heartbroken if I was Biz Racing. You know, I'm using Jeff. Yeah, so this could be a this could be a bit of a shuffle now into this last lap of the Grand Prix. Jamie 1 currently sitting in first with Pretzels in second. The Haas 1-2, and Pube rounds out the top 3. But still a lap to go. Still the penalties to take into account. Oh no, he didn't have to push. Yeah, I'm not too sure if he knew about the penalties. He could have played it a little bit easy. But we'll see. I'm running on board with Cotton Eye Joe. It looks like it's the closest gap in this battle for 7th. But we'll have to see once the shuffle comes along with the penalties who actually takes this victory. Will it be Jamie 1 or will it be Pretzels? Oh yeah, Pubed up into the podium. Cotton Eye Joe actually is going to make the move on Gernman on those soft tires. Gernman, he's actually going to fight back. He wants to keep that position, get those points. They're side by side going through the chicane. Gernman keeps up that position, at least for now. Cotton Eye Joe running out of time now on the last lap. And it looks like we've got the yeah, but it is Jamie 1, unless Pube has anything to say about it, but I'm not too sure if it matters anymore. No, it does not. So Jamie 1, after all of that, takes the win. Jedi and jumps up into 3rd now, over penalties. Yeah, Pube now down in 7th. Lots of shuffling around here, but I guess there you have it. After a Grand Prix that saw just about everything, we've got the Haas 1-2. To the dismay of the chat, we have a Haas 1-2 to finish the race, with Jediant coming in 3rd in the Racing Point, and that's your podium. Jamie 1 takes the win. Oh yeah, Jamie 1 went from 0 to hero. Yeah, so what a race, as we're going to show you the podium at least a little bit. I still can't believe it. 2 laps from the end and boom, race over just like that. But Jamie 1, after the calamity early on, he's able to fight his way back up and take the victory. And he closes the gap on Sweet Crown 19, who unfortunately was not able to make it to the race. Oh yeah, so just as it opens up, skip that. I'll show you guys the, wow, all those penalties right there at the end, as we can see. But there we have it. So Jamie 1 takes the win, Pretzels comes in 2nd, and Jediant rounds out the top 3. It's a cushion 4th, Cotton Eye Joe in 5th, Carter in 6th, Pubed in 7th, Gurman in 8th, Josh 2 in 9th, and ISRL Knight rounds out the top 10. So, any closing remarks on this Grand Prix, Vito? Oh yeah, so do I. But that pretty much does it for us here at ISRL Tier 1. That's the end of the race. Congratulations to Jamie 1 for taking the victory. And thank you everybody for tuning in. If you liked what you heard, please like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. I've been Fallen Monkeys, commentating with ISRL Vito. that's all we have for you. So have a great rest of your evening.